to put me through.
3, 2, 1, action.
So hello everyone, it's Avidi and I'm back for yet another video, and I hope you guys are having a great time and welcome back to my channel. I know this is what I'm wearing today for this video. If you guys like it, let me know in the comments below, but this is a serious video, so let's do this. So the title of this video is how Jeffree Star manipulates his audience. You guys know I am a huge fan of Jeffree Star and James Charles, so that's why when all this Dramageddon is going on, I always loved how they worked together. They were pushing each other to be their better version, and I loved that so much, and I still love that. So now with all that is going on now, it's like you know, as someone who loves the both of them, like so when I saw this title, I was like, wait, okay, you love these people, you love their hustle, you love their grind, you really appreciate them, and yes, they all have their baggages too. I have to be honest with you guys, so I want to see, because you know, they say when you love people, you know, you give them chances and chances and chances. You don't see things the way others would see it, so I want to see this from someone's perspective. Because I always believe that the devil you know is better than the angel you don't know. And that's why I always tell you guys, bitch, I'm a freaky hairstylist. I'm not even trying to say, oh no, I am so innocent. Honey, because I know me. In the bedroom, I'm not innocent. Like, I want someone to pin me down. Ooh, like, destroy me. When I want it, you know. Then when I'm in my other life, I'm an angel. That's why I say I'm a demonic angel or angelic demon, in the sense that I had to make up for it some way, somehow. Like, I cannot just be sweet all around my life. There was a place that all those energy had to go to, and it's in the bedroom, honey. Like, when I want it every day, all week. Like, I want to eat stuff, you know. I'm very like, eat me, bite me, squeeze me. That's how I am. So I was like, oh, this is where you make up for. Okay, this is where you make up for all that sweetness. You had to balance it with a place where, like, you know, pin me to the wall. So let's see what this is all about. I'm trying to say that just so you guys know that, you know, I have that side of me that is.
Yes, I wanted to lighten her skin tone, girl. I mean, oh, I'm so sorry, man. Bye!
Oh, okay now, Jeffree.
If you were to combine the jewelry, the purses, and everything in this room, I don't know, maybe like 6, 7 million?
Okay.
Exposing you for the disrespectful, insecure little female that you are. Racism does not live inside of me. I don't even know what the fuck. I don't know how that exists into people. I said really horrible, vicious things back to people to hurt them.
This ain't no allegedly.
I asked you on my community tab what video I should do next, and I got many requests for Jeremiah Starfish, and so today I'm going to be looking into the ways in which I believe this man has manipulated his audience on YouTube over the past few years. So Jeffree Star, where to begin? Firstly, if you're a fan of Jeffree Star, that's your prerogative, and I'm simply here to offer some commentary on his actions and allow you to make your own informed decision.
Exactly.
So the first thing that Jeffree has somehow managed to do incredibly successfully is get his fans to ignore or forget his history on the internet. Or even better, hide it from them completely. Jeffree has been a public figure online since the early 2000s, and he started gaining a large following in about 2006 when he began releasing music. Now, his early content was what the kids are calling incredibly problematic, but what some of his fans are calling easy to look past. Let's start with his racism.
Okay.
Now, there are going to be a lot of words in this video that I'm going to have to censor because YouTube does not like anything remotely controversial these days, which is kind of ironic if you look at the people that are thriving on this platform. But anyway, Jeffree Star has a history of filming himself using racial slurs and making very hateful, racist remarks.
You're nothing. You're black. You're black. Friends kept up watching me because they wish they were famous. Your real name is probably Carlos or Juan. I win by having diamond rings, and you win by being poor Mexican. Little girl, darker than Martin Luther King in here.
No, Jeffree did not do that.
Well, maybe if she wasn't wearing the wrong foundation color, I wouldn't have to splash no battery acid. I wanted to lighten her skin tone, girl. Who, that little black Keisha, now do you have Keisha's number? I need her to wash my car.
Who? No, Jeffree did not do that.
Before the last meal, Shafi, like her. If I'm afraid, will you be that?
He also featured the N-word in lyrics to
I didn't know any of this
2007 and has had a brand called Lipstick. Now, I saw a few comments on my last video about Shane Dawson saying it was 10 years ago, it was a different time, and sure, this was the early 2000s, and I'm sure a few of you watching with this video might not have even been born at the time that Jeffree was making this content, but as far as I'm concerned, these receipts could have been from 1986, and that still wouldn't excuse racism. Further, many creators and industry professionals of colour have come forwards in recent years stating their issues and personal experiences with Jeffree Star. In 2017, Jackie Aina made an anti-haul video addressing the brands that she doesn't support and mentioned Jeffree Star's makeup brand as one that she takes issue with due to his racist behaviour.
I'm not buying Jeffree Star cosmetics. This actually started about a year ago, a year and a half ago.
Yeah, I want to know about what happened.
Seeing some Jeffree Star cosmetics on Chocolate Girls. I had seen no swatches, and this was obviously a very popular brand. And I got tons of feedback from you guys, basically concerned and basically saying, you know, read into some of Jeffree's past. I'm not trying to make this open season on anybody, just being very honest, but I just have a deep issue with the anti-Black like comments and things that have been made publicly, and in addition to that, have not been like addressed and said, you know, like I'm a different person now, I'm changed. Unless he did publicly address that, I don't know, I'm not aware. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I would hate to like speak on someone's character. While I do believe that people can change, but to a certain extent.
She then posted a statement in 2018 on her Twitter about why she would no longer be supporting Jeffree. Her post read, "I would like to address something that unfortunately happens more often than it should. I have and will continue to be committed to supporting brands and content creators that champion inclusivity through messaging and their actions.
Yes, that's Jackie Aina's platform.
As a person,
Yes.
a woman, and a member of our beauty/influencer community to stand firmly by these values. Jeffree Star does not represent those values. I have not and will not excuse his blatantly racist behaviour, not his past references to me in derogatory terms, his continued use of the N-word, nor his efforts to eliminate spaces and opportunities for people of colour. No one in the community should feel they are protected enough to continuously say things to make black women feel ugly and ashamed in their own skin. This is sadly a privilege that I, and some, Jeffree included, have abused for far too long. In today's culture of authentic representation, we as a beauty
if I have a child and they say that, I would not be happy at all.
Bigotry in any form, no matter the brand or the person. If there's going to be a standard, let's raise it for everyone. Let's stop making exceptions for people just because we like the way
I didn't know this at all.
I hope moving forward we can do better and focus on making room for those with responsible voices and positive platforms." Jeffree then responded to this by blocking her on social media and calling her a rat. And this sort of clapback followed by a social media block is a pattern of Jeffree's that will come up later. So then, more recently, beauty influencer Cameron Lester came forward saying that he felt Jeffree had used and manipulated him. He uploaded a video on Instagram where he talked about his experiences with Jeffree.
Silence is complicit, and I will no longer support Jeffree Star or Jeffree Star Cosmetics to this day forward. I cannot do it. As a black beauty boy, I have fought for my spots, to just even be heard, to be seen in this beauty community.
I know.
I just felt
even
like
in the hair industry,
I was being used as a black boy. I felt like I was always defending Jeffree on Twitter. I was always going in, but I never got the same in return energy from him. I was really hurt. And I just felt like it wasn't a friendship. It was never a friendship in the beginning.
This is true. I'm not kidding you, even in the hair industry, when I look at people that, you know, my community, which is the hair industry, I look at it, I'm like, oh wow. If you see someone that is black, you see them a barber, or they do cornrows and extensions and weaves. I'm like, wait, is this all we do? Like hello, what about this? Like, what's going, you know, there is this kind of segregation. And that's why if you guys look at my content, you see that I do it all because I know that there is someone like me out there that is younger and they're like, I want to do this. So where is anyone representing me? You know, like, is this type of hair just for this niche, or, you know? That's why if you look at my content, you see that it's very well diverse because I wanted to change that narrative, and you guys can see how my content and my channel is thriving. Yeah, so I understand Cameron Lester very well with that struggle to be visible, but like I said, I don't give a fuck if the world is like, oh no, you're not good enough. Okay, it is what it is. Next.
To start with, it was always something like I was kind of like the token black kid. And
exactly, they always want you to be the token. Yeah,
I saw that he put my ex-best friend into a campaign recently, and I didn't want, like, I didn't care about my friend being my
wow, like you're so dispensable. That's what they do, even in the companies.
Send a message in some way that I was replaceable as a black boy.
Boom.
And, you know, I don't have, like, I don't know. He just
even where I walked through this. Yep, I understand you completely.
Bring me down, and moving forward, I will no longer just be the token black person.
Wow.
I will no longer just be the black boy that is there to make you look good or to speak up for you, because it's not reciprocated, and also it's just.
I can't believe Jeffree did
doing
this.
this maneuvering and manipulation game.
Because Jeffree said he has changed, so
that I won't work with brands.
I don't feel
because I came against
good about this at all.
Huge, has to stop.
I think that this speaks for itself, and it speaks volumes about Jeffree Star's character, both on and off camera, and how he continues to make those around him feel. Yet, in spite of this, he's still been able to thrive on this platform. So how has he swung the internet in his favour despite all of this in his past and present? Well, on June 20th, 2017, he posted a video called Racism, where he tries to address his past and put it to bed. Now, this video borders on an apology, in that he apologises for his words a lot and for his past being dragged up, but manages to avoid the words, "I'm sorry for being racist."
A lot of stuff from my past constantly gets dragged up. It's been happening for years. In these videos, I say some really disgusting, vile, nasty, and embarrassing things. My past has been recorded, it's been videoed, it has been exploited all over the internet, and I'm sitting here, and those videos were 12 years ago, and I look at them, and I see them resurface, and it just makes me sick to my stomach, because I don't know who that person was. I said really horrible, vicious things back to people to hurt them, to harm them, to shock them, and to let them know that you're gonna call me something, I'm gonna cut you back so hard and make you feel like a piece of shit because you made me feel low. There are people watching this right now that are judged by what they believe in, by who they are, by how they look, by the color of their skin, and I am just one in a million that has to deal with these type of prejudices every single day. Make a video about me, whether they talk about my relationship, whether they degrade how I look. It's hard to process sometimes and like deal with, you know, and I'm not going to feed into it anymore. I'm not going to feed the fire of hate with hate. I just think it has to stop.
I think D'Angelo Wallace summarises it very well in his tweet, where he says, "The issue with Jeffree Star's video apologising for his racist actions is that he insists that he wasn't actually being racist. According to him, lashing out from a dark place by being racist isn't actual racism." Jeffree has also had a history of supporting men that he has accused of sexual offences. Now, I'm going to link the Twitter thread with all of these receipts in the description, but to summarise, here are the tweets of Jeffree accusing people of sexual assault, and then here are the tweets of him later on showing support for those exact people. Contradictory, to say the least.
It's very contradictory. You guys know
this situation in particular concerning Davi Vanity is an ongoing criminal investigation as far as I'm aware, so I don't want to speculate about it here, but as always I will link various sources in the description if you wish to look into it yourself and make your own informed decision.
Why?
Another thing that Jeffree has been known to do constantly is bend the truth. Let's have a look at this compilation made by Liam McEvoy for a quick whistle-stop example of this.
Never.
Oh my god, guys, it's true. When I was working, I remembered when we asked for raise promotions. Then you know what they did? They went and employed everyone was black that they employed. Like, oh bitch, you better stay down there or we have someone else to replace you easily. And I was like, wait, I bust my ass here for so many years, took this company and salon to a whole different level. We're at the top 50 out of 100 and something salons, and this is what I get, getting minimum wage, while the manager is like, the manager was, she will bring in $3,000 and I'll bring in $13,000 a month, and she's the manager. And I was like, wait, I'm doing all the work and this. And I love Jeffree and I love all these people, so I don't know. Yeah, I'll stay in my own world. Yeah, it's official. I'll stay in my own world and I'll keep staying in my own world. There is no need to try to branch out to go, you know, like, it's not worth it at this point. Because I fear that things like this can influence my good nature and I don't want it. And that person, when I see that it's not working with my good nature, I'm like, I'm out. Like, I'm very decisive when it comes to associations with people. If you're toxic, oh bitch, I'm like, okay, I'm there. If you're toxic and I know it from the onset, then I know that when I'm going into you, we'll have like this type of relationship, so I know that. But this, wow.
Tried alcohol before. I know that's gonna seem shocking to some people. I think I've never sipped beer, never tried wine, not into drugs, not into alcohol. Yeah, which people don't believe. I've never tried a beer, never tried alcohol before. What? Never tried wine. I don't drink alcohol, I don't get wasted. My family comes from a long line of addicts, so I chose to never drink at a really young age. I've stuck to it, I don't see the point in it now. I have never tried alcohol before. I know that's gonna seem shocking to some people. I've stuck to it, I don't see the point in it now. Never tried wine. Not drinking is something that I am proud of. I don't party, and what I mean by partying is, you guys, is I don't drink alcohol, I don't get wasted. I have never tried alcohol before. My family comes from a long line of addicts. Not drinking is something that I am proud of.
Now, there is also this whole lipstick brand that people have found Jeffree to be related to. This was a makeup brand that was advertised in the early 2000s on Jeffree's website lipstick.com. He posted a tweet last month saying that it does not reflect who I am today or what I stand for or have ever stood for, and that the website never happened or existed. He said it was intended to be the URL of his live journal, but we can see on the Internet Archive that the website did exist and he did use the on a website that was copyrighted under his name. He has also been caught in less extreme lies, such as lying about the age of his mother, who his mother actually was.
The imagery that pops up when you Google my mother is a lie. The name that pops up when you Google my mom and pictures of us, all of it is a lie. I've been lying to all of you. And the woman that I have been posting for the last 5 years is not my mother. It's been a lie this whole time, and it started out as like a cute white lie. And I'm sure all of you are wondering, who is this woman? Her name is Lori, and she is my actual aunt.
And the infamous video where he supposedly gifted his boyfriend at the time his dream car, and then went back and changed the title of the video later after we found out that Jeffree kept the car after their breakup and that it had always been Jeffree's car. Now, another thing that I've seen Jeffree do a lot, especially on Twitter, is immediately clap back against anyone who even remotely disputes himself or his brand. Many of these people being his fans, expressing their opinions or having issues with his products, and he's been known to quickly block those who don't agree with him on social media. For example, in June 2017, when a customer reached out to him on Twitter because they found what they believed to be a human hair in a Jeffree Star highlighter, Jeffree responded by fighting back and blocking this person who had just spent their money on his own product and had a genuine problem, in my opinion. Then many disappointed customers of his came forward expressing their issues with his mystery boxes, which are essentially boxes that you can buy on his website with mystery makeup inside. And according to this Reddit post that I'll also link in the description, Jeffree's mystery boxes were coming with dried up lipsticks and content that didn't match the description. Jeffree responded to the criticism with this tweet. There are people who don't have clean water to drink in this world. There are people who have no home because they were just burnt down. You people have real problems if you're concerned about a mystery box, which was clearly stated what was inside, a mystery. He quickly deleted the tweet, never responded to customers, and blocked anyone who tweeted him about it, and there is still a Twitter account dedicated to customer complaints surrounding his mystery boxes.
Honey! Oh, this is bad.
V, I did not see her on the sheet. If 2 + 2 is 4, right? And 5 + 5 is 10, okay. What the fuck is this? I didn't see her.
I did not even... You know, I just...
So,
see makeup reviews and happy about it and collaborations.
Narrative amongst this whole
Do you know about all of
Dramageddon
this?
with Tati Westbook, Shane Dawson, and James Charles. So Jeffree allegedly has a voice memo on his phone that proves that James Charles is a predator, something that he seems very certain of if you look at the tweets he's sent, such as this one where he aggressively attacks James Charles's brother. Or if you take Tati Westbrook's recent video to be truth, where she accuses...
You can tell I'm so confused.
...of creating...
Because I love these people, so I'm like...
Charles in the first place.
The information they were giving me was terrifying. I was foolish for believing them.
Oh my god.
And it's also my opinion that Jeffree and Shane needed James marginalized and out of the way for their November launch of the Conspiracy palette along with Shane's merch.
Now, this voice note is something that he is allegedly using for blackmail. A YouTuber by the name of Blair White said that she has heard the voice note and it's credible, but this is the only evidence that we have of it really even existing.
He then provided me with receipts of a voice memo from a YouTuber who was allegedly sexually molested by James Charles, and it's credible. It's a YouTuber, it's credible. It is not my place to out this YouTuber's
You all played so much.
Jeffree went on a podcast where he said he could show it to them in another room, and they later confirmed
You guys
that
play
they never
way
heard
too
it.
much.
One thing, real quick. Is James Charles a danger to society? Is he a predator?
Keem. If you want, we can pause and I can go in another room and play
Oh,
things.
this was this year.
What I have on my phone, and he can determine if he would have sent the same tweet.
Oh my god.
It's also strange to me as Jeffree has been supportive of James, and receipts show that they were friends even after he'd
That's what
supposedly
I'm
cut ties
saying.
with him due to this ominous fact that he knows and nobody else does. And also, if this voice note is really as serious as he makes it seem, then
I'm gonna
surely
stay in my lane.
he would take it to the authorities and not talk about it on social media so nonchalantly. The way he parades it around like he just can't wait to use it for blackmail is pretty Voldemort level behaviour. The bottom line is that Jeffree Star seems to use a whole lot of blackmail and other techniques to make YouTubers feel scared of him and of speaking out against him. This is of course just my speculation, but there are a significant number of examples
This
of
is
people
not
seemingly
funny.
being genuinely scared of speaking out against him in a public way.
Nervous and scared to make this video. You know, in the past, I've definitely not been scared of speaking against powerful people or people with more influence, money, resources, etc. than frankly I'd ever hoped to have. But for some reason in this instance, I most definitely am, which probably tells you something, and to be frank, as I'm sitting here, tells me that this is probably the exact right thing to do. If I'm this scared to do it, then I probably should be doing it.
One thing that he did that did
This ain't no allegedly.
threats of exposure. We need to
Honey.
forgive them.
Oh my god.
So prepare to not cancel everyone and give them a chance.
This is why I just stay in my lane.
So now let's talk about how Jeffree befriended Shane Dawson and did a whole documentary
Yeah,
to,
I
in
wanna
my
know.
opinion, redeem himself and make himself look better. Just look at these two people with a history of racism making excuses for their pasts.
Yup. I never understood how this friendship came about.
I've never said before, because I feel like if you try to defend something like racism or saying something really awful, it just doesn't ever work out. But if you go and find the footage, the people I'm screaming at are Caucasian. Yeah, what I said was racist, but I wasn't saying it to a person of color. I was saying a horrible, offensive word to cut back at someone calling me something awful. So it's not about race, it's not about any of that. It was just about being an offensive, attention-seeking, angry person. So instead of laughing at people making fun of me, I was depressed, I was really sad.
If you didn't see the documentary, it was a dramatic long-form vlog
I did not see.
where two problematic people planned their next multi-million-dollar paychecks by making
Yeah, I
makeup
don't
palettes
watch
together to
Shane
the tune
Dawson
of
stuff. It's like,
dramatic music.
it's just the truth. I
In the
never saw
series,
it.
Jeffree brought up his past with Shane, and the vlogs showed
Well, I
him
heard
in a
about
new
it.
light that may have made him seem more vulnerable and relatable, especially as he was with Shane Dawson, and in my opinion, it humanized him a bit, and this palette sold like hotcakes. The people flocked to get it, and it was a huge success, and I think that shows how well this series created hype and managed to get people to overlook both Jeffree and Shane's past and support them. So that just about takes us up to now. Since Shane's career has been going poorly, see my last video for that rundown, Jeffree has been completely silent. He posted a picture of him in his private jet, supposedly visiting his 103-year-old mum. Also, the photo he posted is a recycled photo that he posted on his Instagram months ago. Essentially, since the Shane Dawson cancelling has happened and Tati Westbook has made a video accusing Jeffree and Shane of manipulating her into making her initial Bye Sister video.
You guys can tell I'm in shock, right?
And acted very unbothered on social media. Morphe has also stopped selling his products, and the most we've heard from him is this post on the Jeffree Star Cosmetics page. Nobody really knows why he's not speaking out, especially since he's usually very quick to jump onto drama and say his piece on social media. He's also losing a significant amount of subscribers and followers each day, and it's all a bit suspicious. Maybe he knows that he can't hide from all of this anymore, or maybe he really just doesn't care. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think it's finally time we stop supporting people like Jeffree Star, or do you think that he'll just bounce right back again?
Guys, I have to be frank with you guys. I don't know. These are overwhelming evidence that guys, I'm not kidding you guys. I didn't even know about this people's past, because when I heard that, I was like, oh, what? You know, I didn't know it was this infuriating. And you guys see, like, because these are stuff I went through even in the companies I worked that made me become self-employed. I'm not kidding you guys. Like, for the past almost 4 years I've been working on my salon. I'm not even making a nickel from it. I'm using my savings to actually pay some of the rent, just because I don't want to go back to that world where I have to work with people who make me look like the token black person again. I was like, never again. That's why I've been working for myself like a crazy person. And I've even gotten to the point where I'm looking to the end of my salon. Like, I'm like, you know what, salon, I think it's time for it to be done. So that way I just work with myself and just do my things, you know, and other stuff. Because yeah, this world is sad. It's a sad world we live in. That's why I just share my energy with people, because I got tired of people using my story, then putting a face of someone that is of Caucasian descent or something while it's my story. So people will come and interview me, like Boston Globe came and interviewed me. After my interview, the picture of the person they put as the face of the salons was a Caucasian face, but it was my story. I did the haircut, I did the service, I was the one interviewed. So when Cameron Lester said that, I could relate with it so well. And it's really sad. So that's why I started putting myself in the front, like doing my videos like, this is me, I'm representing myself. No more, oh no, we have to see someone before you. I do know the hair industry is very polarized and segregated, but I don't care. I just want you guys to see me for me and know that this is me. This is all I was supposed to be like, is it Selena Gomez or what's her name said from Camp Rock, you know, like I cannot be someone else, and I don't fit the narrative of any, you know, oh, this is how you should be, or this is what you should represent. I'm not that bitch, so that's why I do me. So if you're here with me, you know how it is. We love you so much. Like, and I'm not that type of person who will say, oh, I love you, but I don't. No, if I don't love you, I'll be like, bitch. You will just see me disappearing. I wouldn't even say what. I'll just keep melt away. That's how I am. So I love you guys so much. Doves, we need to spread more light in this world, because there are people like us out there, and I know I'm not the only one. That sounds like someone has to represent us, someone that breaks the boundaries and say, no bitch, I won't be doing wigs and weaves only and converse and all that. No, I'm doing colors, I'm doing haircuts, I'm doing men's, I'm doing it. So they don't say, oh no, this is what you should be able to do. Why are you doing? What the fuck is that? Anyway, till next time, please stay safe, and yes, I'm a fan of James Charles and Jeffree Star. Now I don't know what to say. I'm now staring at them with one eye closed and one up, like with a microscope now. Or now I will have to watch them from afar. Till next time.